Hello and welcome to highlights of the 1990 Mexican Grand Prix, brought to you by Microprose and GP2Joey. Mexico City is our next stop on this 17-race calendar, and we are at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit for round 6. Built on the side of an old public park, the 2.7-mile track is one of the bumpiest the drivers face all year, and these gladiators will be spending an exhausting 69 laps trying to wrestle their cars at over 2,000 metres above sea level in front of an expectant crowd of over 100,000 Mexicans. After the top 4 all failed to finish last time out in Canada, there's no change at the top of the drivers' standings, which is headed by Martin Brundle and Ayrton Senna. And it's McLaren who lead the team standings, with Arrows in second and the mights of Ferrari in third. In the lead up to the race, Formula 3000 team Jordan Racing were looking at buying the Lotus F1 team, and Long Beach was declared as the venue for F1's $5 million end-of-season shootout. Elsewhere, Ligier continued to look at alternatives to the underperforming Eric Comas, and there was great surprise when it emerged that IndyCar star Michael Andretti had tested for Ferrari, and according to the team was very competitive as the American continued his search for a seat on the F1 grid, but he remained coy over any deal having been signed. Comas was given an ultimatum to perform or go by the Ligier team, whilst New Arrows designer John Barnard suggested they sign Joey Davis for next year. As seems the norm this year, Mark Blundell impressed once more in the Ligier, with the Englishman stamping his authority over the 30-minute session early on by going fastest, ahead of the Eurorun of Oscar Larrari, but for once, teammate Comas was in fine form, taking the surprise third quickest, and thus ensuring Ligier would progress for the first time this year, along with Eurorun and Brabham, who also looked solid. For favourites Minardi, it was a session to forget, as they struggled and joined the others in packing up early on Friday morning, their race weekend done. Qualifying for the race was manic as usual, and it was Senna who unsurprisingly topped the times on Friday. But Mansell was unhappy again with his Williams team, and the FIA confirmed that they were to vote on Nicola Larini's enforced one-year ban being lifted. When the cars took to the track on Saturday, Piquet was the initial pace setter for McLaren Honda, and despite some major overnight changes to his car, Mansell was still struggling for grip and was unable to really go much faster than the previous day. Teammate Davis, though, was visibly pushing his Williams Renault to the limit before crashing at the daunting Peraltada curve, the 25-year-old escaping with nothing more than hurt pride. Riding the bumps beautifully in the Ferrari 641, Senna was unstoppable, and despite being unable to better his fastest lap from Friday, the Brazilian was quickest once more and romped to his 5th pole in 6 races, with Piquet only a 10th behind, with Brundle in 3rd, Prost 4th, Herbert 5th and Mansell in 6th, whilst Comas and Stefano Modena both failed to qualify, and after the session came confirmation that Nicola Larini's ban was now lifted. So it's Senna and Piquet on row 1, row 2 is Brundle and Prost, row 3 is Herbert and Mansell, row 4 is Berger and Davis, row 5 is Patrese and Nannini, row 6 are Lacey and Donnelly, row 7 is Gugelmin and Nakajima, 8 is Warwick and Moreno, row 9 is Capelli and Bernard, row 10 Larrari and Leto, row 11 is Boutsen and Brabham, row 12 is Blundell and Suzuki, and at the back it's Dalmas and Tarquini. The red lights are on, and the 1990 Mexican Grand Prix is go, go, go! Senna's away from pole position, with Nelson Piquet right behind him. Martin Brundle's in 3rd place. Alain Prost is still 4th, with Johnny Herbert in 5th. Joey Davis looks like he's up to 6th ahead of Nigel Mansell, who's Renault teammate. And as they thunder under the Marlborough Bridge on the way down to turn 1, it's Senna still ahead of Nelson Piquet. And it looks as though Nelson Piquet's going to make a challenge now on Senna as they come into the first turn. Piquet's got the inside. Is Senna going to be able to keep ahead? He does. Ayrton Senna keeps the lead. And look at this. That's Joey Davis up into 3rd place from 8th on the grid. What a fantastic start from the young Englishman. What an opening for him. It's Ayrton Senna still ahead of Nelson Piquet. But Piquet looks as though he's got Davis in close attendance now as they head through the left and the right. Senna's already way up the road. He's 0.7 seconds ahead. Piquet's got Joey Davis now right behind him. Davis is, I don't think he's going to be able to try anything there, but Davis is looking on the inside. And Davis has gone through. He locks the wheel, but he's through. Davis is up into 2nd place. from 8th on the grid. What is going on? What an opening race, a few seconds for him. And now is he going to be able to do anything about it? Senna, let's not forget, the Williams has really been struggling with severe understeer this weekend. But Davis has been particularly fast through this section that they're going through now. And you can see that he's on a lot colder tyre, same cold tyres there. Senna, but he's closing. And Davis, is he going to be able to go for anything into the peril tire to turn? I don't think he's going to be able to try it. He has a little bit of a look, but Senna's too fast in that Ferrari. And you can see that behind them, the battle is really intense with Martin Brundle having a look on Nelson Piquet. And I don't think he's going to be able to get anything through. He can't get past him there. And Davis just about manages to keep hold of his Williams through there. And he's got Ayrton Senna now already half a second up the road. And I'm not sure if Davis is going to be able to do anything about that at all.
Fantastic start from Joey Davis to make all those positions. Great bit of driving. He's going to really have to try and hurry it and Senna along. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. It's going to be quite interesting to see if he's going to be able to chase down that Ferrari, which has looked phenomenal all weekend. And let's not forget, as you said, the Williams has really been struggling.
Well, it has been struggling, but Senna, he looked like he got a little bit out of sorts there. He's got Joey Davis right behind him. And look at this. Here's Martin Brundle now. He's on a full-on attack mode. He's going to be trying to get ahead of Nelson Piquet if he can, with Alain Prost now up into 3rd place, and Brundle just slots back in behind him. He can't do anything, and Brundle's going to go for it. He goes for it in a second attempt. He does it, and Martin Brundle in the Arrows Ilmor is through and into 4th place. Well, they have really looked strong this weekend. Both of them, look at this. Davis, he's all over the back of that Ferrari. He's trying to desperately take the lead. This is extraordinary. We did not expect to see this weekend. He looked like they've been struggling all through Friday practice and Saturday. And into the barrel tire. Davis is going for the inside. Is he going to be able to stick it? He does. Davis is through and takes the lead on lap 5. This is phenomenal. He started in 8th place, and already now Williams is leading this race. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to keep the Ferrari of Senna and the McLaren of Prost behind him as they go on the run down to the first turn. And Piquet, he's under attack from Berger, but he just slams the door. And that's given Alessandro Nannini, Ricardo Patrese, given Patrese and Nigel Mansell a chance to close in on the Ferrari as they go hunting down on the scarlet car of Gerhard Berger. But Davis is through. Davis, he must have got overtaken again by Ayrton Senna, and Davis has retaken the lead. Oh, it'd be fantastic to see a replay of that if we can get one. But what a pass from Joey Davis there. He really seemed like he'd gotten on the brakes. And you can see Senna's all over the back of the gearbox. And here's the replay. You can see Davis has gone really defensive. He's running along the pit wall, and Senna there, he's just got more power in that Ferrari V12. And Senna just breezes past him. Davis is forced to go back in behind him, but look at this, a late last-second lunge from Davis, and Senna has to get massively out of the throttle to avoid a collision between the two of them. And Senna's all over the back of him again as they're coming out of the final turn. Davis is not going to be able to do anything about this. Senna's just got far more horsepower. And look at Prost. Prost is in it. This is incredible. Davis is totally boxed in behind Senna, and he's got Alain Prost right alongside him. And it looks as though Prost has now taken the lead. He's got the draft on both of them, and Prost goes through. Senna drops back into 3rd place. It's Davis in 2nd. Alain Prost has taken the lead. Fantastic bit of driving from the defending world champion. He's really struggled with the McLaren throughout qualifying. And here's Piquet again. He's got Gerhard Berger. Berger's going to be going for it again into the left-hander, but again he says, nope, you can't get through there. As Mansell goes round the outside of one of the Benettons. And here's Joey Davis. He's under the brakes. He just about manages to get it stopped, and they don't touch, and now they're side by side through turn 2 into turn 3. They're still side by side, and Prost has got to get out of the gas a little bit there, and that gives Joey Davis the chance to retake the lead again. Incredible. It's Senna in 3rd place. Brundle's up into 3rd, into 4th. It's Herbert 5th. Berger 6th as Derek Warwick retires in the Lotus. That's such a shame for him. On the run down to the main straight now, it's Davis with Prost right behind him. I don't think the Williams is going to be able to keep Prost behind him. He can't. Prost goes through, and Senna's alongside the Williams on the right-hand side, and Senna's going to... No, he doesn't. Senna just slots back in. Davis, he locks the wheel again. He's really pushing that Williams as fast as he dare. And Davis now, he's got Senna's going to be trying to get through him. No, he can't get past there. And Davis and Prost now as they come up to the peril tire now. This is lap 10. Prost is going to take the inside line. Davis is just going to have to sit in behind him, but no, he doesn't. Davis has gone round the outside. Davis is going round the outside of the McLaren. Incredible. Davis has gone past Alain Prost. Fantastic pass at over 170 miles an hour around the outside of the peril tire. But again, Prost is on the attack. And again, Prost retakes the lead from Davis, with Senna right behind him in the Ferrari, and the two arrows in very close attendance. Senna's got the slipstream from Prost, but Davis is alongside, and I don't think that Senna's going to be able to get through there. They almost touch. Davis is just about keeps position ahead of Senna, but Prost is through. They're coming up to lap one of the LaRousses, and I think that's going to get in the way of Alain Prost, and Davis has got to really hope that he can get past him quickly, and they do. And there's Prost. Prost is slowing in the McLaren. He's slowing. He's lost out to Davis and Senna, and he's got Brundle right behind him, and Prost pulls off. He's got some sort of a technical failure, and Alain Prost is out, and there's Patrese out. Ricardo Patrese Benetton's pulled over at the side of the road on the approach down to turn 1 as one of the Eurobruns looks like it's smoking. Is that Larari? I think it is. It's Leto, JJ Leto, and look at this, Mansell and Senna. They're absolutely flat out on lap 15. Senna goes past Davis. Davis gets back into the slipstream. He's weaving about behind the Ferrari. He's trying to get a good run on him, and look at this. They're wheel to wheel. They're almost touching. They're almost touching on the approach into turn 1, and Davis is later on the brakes. Senna just let him have it. He doesn't want to run the risk of any kind of a collision today. Senna just wants to get a race win as much as he can and retake that lead. And Davis now there, he goes to the inside along the pit wall. He's got Senna right behind him with the 2 arrows of Martin Brundle. And Johnny Herbert's taken the lead. It's Herbert in the lead. Look at this. It's a 3-way. They're side by side on the approach down to turn 1 as Senna dives past Martin Brundle. Senna's into second place. And Johnny Herbert in the Arrows Ilmore is in the lead. Fantastic. And here's this is Joey Davis on Martin Brundle. He's on Johnny Herbert and Davis as Senna's into the pits. Davis has taken the lead again. What driving, what skill, and look at this. This is 3 British drivers in the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix. This is phenomenal. As both the Arrows are on full attack mode on that Williams, they're going to try and get past him. The Ilmore has definitely got more power in it than the Renault at the moment. And we know that Williams are pushing Renault as much as they can, but on the long rundown, there's just no chance that Davis can power away from them. But he's got a bit of an advantage now. If he can stay in the slipstream, he may well be able to go for a pass.
Herbert's got to just try and make sure that he can cover the inside line. Martin Brundle's on the inside of Joey Davis there, and I think that Davis is going to have to back out of it as Brundle looks to take a move on his teammate Johnny Herbert, and he can't make it stick. So still it's Johnny Herbert leading Martin Brundle with Joey Davis in 3rd place as they're coming up to lap 1 of the AGSs now.
And Davis is going to slipstream through. He's through as Johnny Herbert comes into the pit lane, and Herbert is into the pits from the lead. It's now Martin Brundle and Joey Davis have really got to try and put their toes down to try and get a really good couple of laps in to see if they can beat Johnny Herbert out of the pit lane when they have to make their tyre stops.
PK's in 4th place with Nigel Mansell very close attendance. We don't think, actually, we've been told that both of them may well be only stopping once for tyres, as there's a Tyrrell there that comes out in front of Martin Brundle and Joey Davis. And
Davis is going to be able to, he's going to get bumped. No, he doesn't. Whoa, that was close stuff. Joey Davis there. He's into the pits from the lead. It's Nelson Piquet, he's up to 2nd place. Nigel Mansell is 3rd. The wipe and a visor from the chief mechanic there. How long is it going to take for Joey Davis to get his full service done? It's 9. Oh, it's just under 10 seconds. That's quite slow as Nigel Mansell goes through into 3rd place. And Brundle's got ahead of Johnny Herbert. And I think that both the Arrows are now going to be ahead of Joey Davis. I think they are, as Davis is still coming out of the pit lane. And it's Nelson Piquet in the lead with Nigel Mansell in 2nd. Martin Brundle's 3rd. It's Johnny Herbert in 4th. Davis is 5th with Berger in 6th and Senna's in 7th. Senna had to make his unscheduled pit stop because we understand now that he had a bit of a loose wheel. So Senna's had to make an unscheduled earlier stop than planned, and he's going to have to be doing a longer run on this run of tyres with Alesi in 8th place. Donnelly is 9th and Gugelmin in 10th again. And here's Joey Davis. He's going to be trying to get past Roberto Moreno now as they're lapping the Brazilian, and Davis goes around the outside. And as they they've touched. Davis and Moreno, they've hit each other. I'm not sure what happened there, but Joey Davis has managed to keep the car out of the gravel, away from the wall, on the grass, and he's rejoined the circuit, but he's lost part of his front wing as his teammate goes screaming past him. Davis now drops down into 6th place, and here's a replay. Let's have a look now. As already it's Johnny Herbert's got ahead of Moreno as Davis tries to follow him through, but Moreno just looked like he got a little bit out of the gas, and then Davis was going happily around the outside, and then they just seemed to get touched. There's a little bit of confusion. Davis had absolutely nowhere to go, manages to get the car slowed down just enough to avoid hitting the barrier, but he's going to have to pit for a new front wing. Senna, meantime, he's still in 4th place. He's also catching Johnny Herbert and Martin Brundle ahead of him, but it's Nelson Piquet in the lead, who's yet to stop in the McLaren. Herbert's in again for his 2nd tyre stop, and Senna is now into 2nd place. Piquet way out in front. He's 15 seconds to the good. And that means when he pits, he's going to likely come out in a decent third place. But it's going to be difficult for the Brazilian to be able to do anything about his countryman Ayrton Senna, who looks like he's got this race bought and paid for. And Nigel Mansell's up into third place. Brundle behind Senna, and there's Nelson Piquet out of the pit lane. He's made his tyre stop. It was a good stop, and he's still in the lead. And there's smoke out of the back of the Honda. And is that Nelson Piquet? He's out. Piquet's out. His car is out. He's got smoke billowing out of the back of Senna. Looks to make a pass on Johnny Herbert, but he can't do it. Johnny Herbert just cuts straight across him, and Martin Brundle is now the race leader. This is fantastic. Herbert's in second. It's Senna third, and Senna's just got past Johnny Herbert, and it's Joey Davis. He's on the approach to the Peraltada. He's running sixth place, and he's charging as hard as he can after Gerhard Berger. He's closed the gap down by about 2 to 3/10 of a second a lap. He's got a Lacey right behind him as well. Not right behind him, but a Lacey's a good 10 seconds to the good. But Davis, he's got a massive bit of understeer again, and he's up into the Peraltada again. Davis, he just could not get the car to go around that right-hander. And he's really struggled the whole race weekend with chronic understeer in the FW13. And he's off again, and that means he's going to have to make another tyre stop and another pit stop to get another new nose cone. I'm not even sure if the Williams team have got another nose to give him. Incredible. And that means to say that Lacey's going to be up to 7th, with Bernard possibly up into 8th place. And here's Martin Brundle now, your race leader. Brundle, he's got 2.7 seconds ahead of Ayrton Senna. They've all made their final tyre stops, and Senna's going to be charging after the arrows to see if he can really try and get that race win as Brundle comes past. And there's Joey Davis out of the pits. So Davis has just been lapped. And that means that Davis is going to have to get out of Martin Brundle's way. He's going to have to get the blue flags for Senna and the blue flags for Johnny Herbert as well. Let's hope he doesn't get embroiled in the battle too much, because Joey Davis is not a driver who likes to get lapped. And here's Davis on the outside of Brundle, and Davis is going to try and lap himself again. Surely he's not going to try and do it there. He doesn't. Martin Brundle just says absolutely no way. I'm the race leader. You should be backing off and giving me some space, because I've got a charging Ayrton Senna right behind me and a young hotshot in Johnny Herbert also chasing me. But Davis isn't having any of it. He's alongside the arrows again, and Davis seems to have a problem. He's slowing. Is Joey Davis out of the race? He seems to be slowing down. Martin Brundle's pulling alongside, and Ayrton Senna's gone past him as well. Oh, what tragedy for Davis if he's out once more. That's incredible. Brundle, he's only 1.3 seconds ahead of Senna, but Davis is pulling back onto the racing line. I don't think he's out. I think he just pulled over to let Ayrton Senna through. He wants a grandstand seat. He wants to see if Senna's going to be able to catch Martin Brundle. They've only got 13 laps to go. It's 0.7 seconds between Martin Brundle and Senna. Senna is a man on a mission in that Ferrari. He wants to get that race win. He wants to be the first driver to win 2 races this year. Martin Brundle, obviously, he won in Monaco. And Brundle, he will be desperate to try and keep this win. He's in first place. He's earned it. Herbert is third. Mansell is fourth. And as they come out of the Peraltada now, it's going to be a drag race for Brundle. He was slow out of the turn. And Senna's right on his gearbox. He's 0.004 seconds behind the arrows. And as they come in under the bridge, look at this, they're neck and neck, but Senna's got the inside line. I think Brundle's not going to be able to do anything about it. I think we're about to see a new race leader once again. And I think Senna's about to take the lead. He does! Ayrton Senna takes the lead from Martin Brundle. Oh, that's a shame for Martin Brundle, but there was no chance he was going to be able to hold back Ayrton Senna. Senna was just phenomenal. On the approach to the Peraltada for the 69th and last time, Senna's going to be entering the fast right-hander for one last time to then cross the line and take the checkered flag. Senna, he's on the exit now. He's got Martin Brundle behind him, less than 2 seconds away. But Senna, he's across the line, and Senna wins the 1990 Mexican Grand Prix. Fantastic for Brazil. Fantastic for Ayrton Senna. Brundle is second for the Arrows team, with Johnny Herbert, his teammate, in third place. Mansell's fourth and Berger fifth. And Lacey takes sixth. But what a performance from Ayrton Senna. What a drive. What a Grand Prix. A tremendous late race charge from Senna then, who incredibly becomes the first driver to win more than one race this year. Again, reliability was poor up and down the grid, and there were many failures in what is quickly becoming a year of intense drama. Naturally, Senna was delighted with his performance for Ferrari, and his victory sent the crowds wild with excitement, whilst Brundle was disappointed to have lost the race win. But Arrow's teammate Herbert was pleased to be back on the podium for the first time since Brazil 5 races ago. So it's Senna who now sits on top of the drivers' standings with Brundle 3 points behind and a 12-point gap to the McLarens of Piquet and Prost after their DNFs. And it's Arrows who impressively now lead the Constructors' Championship ahead of the mites of McLaren and Ferrari after one of the most exciting Mexican Grand Prix in many a year. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for round 7 of the 1990 Formula 1 World Championship in France.